I just built an AI agent which roasts people who don't respond to my emails. And before you ask me what kind of idea is that, let me tell you something. This passive-aggressive AI agent makes your email stand out and makes people who maybe didn't want to respond to you in the first place at least give you a second look and maybe even a second chance. So, the way it works is that imagine you have spoken to a client on the phone. The client agreed to work with you or maybe to send you some information, but the client doesn't do anything. So what you do is you give the AI agent the email of the client, the name and the context about what you spoke on the phone. Then the agent starts sending out at some time intervals increasingly funnier emails. So first emails are very professional, but emails which come after that are basically carrying the same goal of scheduling another call or maybe getting a response from client, but those emails are getting funnier and funnier. So your client maybe has some kind of emotion and maybe even responds to you. The thing is that nowadays we have a lot of generic emails. So I wanted to build something that stands out. But before we begin by diving how this agent works and what it even looks like, let me tell you something. Most of you don't even know the difference between AI agent and automation. So automation, as you might think, is a simple thing which does something if something happens. So if A, then B. This automation is very generic and you see a lot of those automations. For example, your weather app, which just displays the weather. So you cannot apply this to your emails because if you send out same emails to all of your customers, they're not personalized, they're not having context which it needs to have, you have low response rates because it doesn't feel authentic. On the other hand, AI agent is this magical thing, AI, which performs tasks on your behalf. You might know AI from something like ChatGPT. You have maybe even used to draft a few templates, answer some questions, or something like that. But let me tell you something. You can give your AI agent tools, context, and this way AI agent can work for you even while you sleep. It crafts highly personalized emails in this case based on the context you provided with and based on the personality you want to give it to. So without further ado, let's hop in right into my computer and let's not leave any unresponded email without a follow-up. This AI agent saves you time, money, and energy. And it's called Kevin. So next time you have a client who doesn't respond, you don't give up. You don't feel frustrated, you just outsource it to Kevin. Let's hop in right into my computer so I can show you how it works. Okay, so meet Kevin. Before we dive in, let me tell you something. It's not as complicated as it looks. So how does it work? We use it by just pressing this execute workflow button. We get a simple form. So we file out the data of a person who doesn't respond to us. So it's the email of person who doesn't respond to me. It's his name and comment is interest in TikTok ads and SEO. So in this case, I'm representing a marketing company. So I've decided to come up with a fake marketing company, which provides all of these marketing services like TikTok ads, Facebook ads, SEO, PPC, whatever. And basically, I'm just saying that I spoke on the phone and client is interested in TikTok ads and SEO, wants to build up a lead list and grow revenue this year. Whatever. Let's submit it and see what happens. So as you see, something is going on here. So currently it's working on our behalf. And if we go into our drafts, we get a draft. And the way the system works, it creates drafts on your behalf. You still need to check what AI agent has written so it doesn't send out random stuff and maybe it does something which offends the client or something like that. So first email is very polite. It greets the user. It says that his name is Kevin. It's my assistant. It says that it understands that we recently spoke on the phone, which is the context it has been given. And it knows that you are interested in leveraging TikTok ads and enhancing SEO. So basically the context I've given it, and to build a lead list, same thing I've given it in the form, and revenue this year. So basically the same information I've given in the form. It says that it'd be happy to assist with further goals. Let's schedule a quick call. So objective of this AI is to get a response saying that they want to schedule a call. Let's send this one and let's wait for a minute. So the way this workflow works is that it does all these steps and it waits for some time. So for the purposes of this video, I've set the wait node for 2 minutes. So it's not too long, but you can set it to 1 week, to 3 days, to 2 hours, to 20 seconds, whatever you prefer. And sooner than later, we have another draft. So let's enhance it. It says quick follow-up on TikTok and SEO plans. So again, context, basically pinpointing the problem the client has. It greets the user. It says that Kevin here again, because it's a follow-up email. AI understands that it's a follow-up email. And the person who gets this also knows that it's not the first email. Just wanted to check in on my last email as I said, it sent, understand you recently spoke, blah, blah, TikTok ads boosting SEO with these efforts. You're aiming to grow revenue year, whatever. This is the context I've given it. I'm here to make those goals a reality. So it's already adding a bit fun twist, but it's still keeping very professional. It says that it understands that you might be busy, but when you're ready, let's schedule a quick chat. And blah, blah. So it becomes a bit friendlier in this email. Let's send this email and let's see what happens in our automation. So right now it has completed another wait mode. So that means that another 2 minutes passed and it's crafting our third email as I'm telling this to you. So I'm not doing anything. Drafts are appearing by themselves. Okay, third email. Hi Tom, Kevin here again, with multiple dots, basically expressing an emotion of maybe frustration that he didn't respond, but doesn't matter. Round 3 and I'm still standing. So it is implementing some kind of even more fun attitude, so it doesn't feel as serious because the person is not responding. It says that I noticed blah 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 that you missed my previous emails, and it basically says the same thing about TikTok and mastering SEO. It says that it understands that you're eager to grow your lead list and skyrocket your revenue this year, blah, and count me in as your biggest cheerleader. So as you can see, this email is the third one. So imagine you receive a third email, but it has even a more funny twist on it. You read it and it doesn't sound very generic and very robotic, and it also has a title 3 times the charm Tom, so mentioning the name, mentioning some joke, let's TikTok and SEO, whatever, and no hard feelings if you're buried in emails or finding inbox of advance, inbox avalanche, okay, whatever, but it basically is not making the person feel uncomfortable. Let's send this email and we have another draft. So another 2 minutes have passed and we have executed all of this workflow. So we have our last email, which I've configured. So, all right, Tom, 4 times the charm. So basically at this point, person has ignored us for 4 times, and Kevin here again, popping into your Emacs for attempt number 4, blah, blah, blah. So you can read it on your own, but basically it's saying things which it said in the previous 3 emails, but even with more funny twist. So it might be persistent, but it's also fun. And this way it stands out in the client's inbox and makes it fun. So popping into your inbox attempt number 4, but remember my previous emails, I'm the one sharing on your TikTok and SEO adventures from the sidelines, it giving even more fun twist. You're looking to elevate your brand with TikTok ads and master SEO, grow your lead list and revenue this year. I haven't forgotten. Totally get if you're busy juggling 1,000 things, but I'm still here whenever you're ready to chat how we can turn those goals into reality. How about locking in and for a quick call at your convenience? Whatever. This email looks nice too. Let's send it to our client who is ignoring us. And because this whole workflow has been completed and there was no response, Kevin on Slack has informed us that no response from this email after our follow-ups. So basically informing that client didn't respond. But what if client decides to respond? So let me show you 2 scenarios. So for example, we get, okay, this is last email, don't pay attention to it. I've been testing the system. Let's say I am interested. Let's see what happens. So I respond to the AI and this workflow has been completed. Nothing happens, but we've sent that we are interested. And as you can see, we're getting the email response that we're interested. So yeah, this is the last one. Don't pay attention to it. This is our email. And I just came up with names. So this Gmail account is called John. I said Tom, but basically the point is that it has the context. Let's see what happens. So currently we have this Google sheet, and it basically represents your business CRM. I wanted to build it as simple as possible. That's why it looks like this. And it has recorded all values like email, name, and comment which you have written. It says that first draft has been created, second, third, fourth. So as you imagine, if there are a lot of contacts, and for example, if you have been sending emails every 3 days or 4 days, you would need updates on which drafts to check and send. And right now, response status is didn't respond because the person didn't respond. But let's wait for a moment and see what happens. So response status just changed. I was just switching tabs. It changed to responded. So it has updated us with a new response. And we received a new notification from Kevin. So Kevin now said that user Tom with email has responded. Nice. And the way it works is pretty simple. We have another workflow which looks for emails from basically any email, and then it has this node which checks if such email exists in our database. So for example, it takes the sender and it tries to match it against the columns here with email. Then it files the according email, then it proceeds further. If it doesn't find such email, the workflow stops. So for example, if we get an email about something else, it doesn't do anything about it. Next up, it updates the sheet. So it basically gives us a status responded. So basically what happened here. And after that, it sends a message to Slack. So basically this, what happened here. And if we go to executions, we can see that this happened just recently. Now it's 11:08, it happened at 11:07. Okay, but what if I send emails and person responds to the second email or to the first one or to the third one? What happens then? Let's take a look. So first of all, okay, let's keep emails as is. Let me delete this data row so it doesn't get confused. And for example, let's do this again because I want to do the same email. That's why I need to delete that data row. So again, person who acknowledges us. And just to show you that it works not as automation, which if A then B, but as an AI agent which has context, let's give it another comment and another name. So comment would be like interested in Facebook and okay, I forgot how to type. Instagram ads, wants to grow lead list, and what else? Get more painting jobs. So let's imagine this is a painting business. Let's see how it looks. I haven't tested it this way. So we have a workflow executing. So if we go to our drafts, we get a new, and it has created a new drafts, unlock more leads and painting jobs with Facebook and Instagram ads. So basically same context in the subject. Hi John, my name is Kevin, I'm user assistant, same text, you spoke on the phone. Yes, that's what context was giving it. And I know what you're utilizing, you're interested in utilizing Facebook and Instagram ads to grow your lead list and secure more painting jobs. So our context, our idea, which we spoke about on the phone, which I've given it, it has been sent via this email. If you'd like to discuss it further, I would be happy to arrange this call. So, for example, just to see how another email looks like, let's send this one. And right now, Kevin is waiting for 2 minutes. So let's give it 2 minutes. And as it's loading, if you're interested in having such automations in your business and you don't know how to do that, you can schedule a call with me in the description so we can talk about how we can automate your business further. But I see that it's already loading. So let's go back to the main topic of this video. We have a new draft. Follow up, just a quick check-in on growing your leads. So basically taking the most painful point of the business, growing the leads. Kevin here again, I just wanted to check in. And as you can see, changed also the name. I reached out earlier regarding a conversation about leveraging Facebook. So basically same context, but with a bit more fun twist. Okay, so let's send this one. Let's wait for the Gmail to load. So new email, let's respond. I want to learn more and schedule a call, whatever, with you. Okay, send. Now let's see what happens. So Kevin is currently on standby. And if we go here on executions tab, it just said that I want to learn more and schedule a call with you. So we received this email. And as you can see, there's execution there. And we've got a new Slack message, user John with email, same email because I'm using the same email, has responded. If we go to our Google Sheet, it says response status responded. And, this way we know that something's going on and we can search by email and, have a real person maybe schedule a call or have another AI agent schedule a call if you want to go deep down the rabbit hole of AI. And yes, it created the third email draft, but it happened only because this wait node is 2 minutes. So in reality, if it was like a week or something like that, and if people responded, then this workflow would be able to update this sooner and the new draft wouldn't have been created. And now let's look at Kevin. So it's currently waiting, and let's wait for the final logic to come in so you will understand how this works. So yeah, and workflow has completed. So as you can see, the fourth draft didn't get created. And to explain the logic of this workflow, let's get right into it. It works in a way that you have a form submission. It can be integrated into your CRM, website, whatever. I just used the most basic one just to showcase how this works. Then it creates a new Google Sheet record, so basically this part. Then it has a basic LLM chain, so basic AI agent. or AI automation in this case, because it doesn't have tools. And it says that you're Kevin, digital marketing follow-up email assistant. It says its name, you're a sharp, charming assistant at a digital marketing agency. You write follow-up emails after Eustace, our SEO PPC socialized expert, speaks with potential clients. What you'll receive, so name, so as you can see, name, John, what we have interested, comment, what we're interested in, so it says here my comment, interested in Facebook, Instagram ads, wants to grow lead lists and get more painting jobs. Then email requirements, keep it short and clear, focus on their specific interests from comment, making engaging, not boring. Opening, so basically it says name and then the same sentence every time, and inserts when their interest, and offers help and suggests a quick call. And closing is always the same, kind regards Kevin. Writing style, professional but friendly, confident, personal, use apostrophes only, whatever. So this formatting and outputs. Then we need another node to extract in separate the subject and the body. And then we have an email node which creates our draft, which appears here. After that, it updates the sheet with basically saying draft created. So as you can see, first draft created. So this way you know the progress, you can track the progress of what's going on. And again, this can be integrated with your CRM. Just in this particular case, it has been integrated with Google Sheets. So you know, it's simpler this way. Then it waits for a bit of time. So in this case, for the purposes, okay, it's actually not even 2 minutes, it's 1 minute. So I have set it this way because I wanted to show quickly in this video how this whole system works, but you can set it to whatever you like. You can set it to 3 hours, 7 days, 20 seconds, whatever you want. Then comes the crucial logic part, which is responsible for checking if a person is responsible. So the way this works, it reads this Google Sheet and specifically this column. So if this column is empty, it proceeds, but if it's populated, in this case it's written here responded, then it doesn't go further. So yeah, but this is not what happened with the second email, it happened with before the fourth email. So let's go here so I can show it to you. So in this case, it has found that response status is responded, and if you look at the node before this, we can see that response status is empty, and that's why it went through. But if the response status is responded, we have this if node, which checks if it's true or false. So in this case, this wasn't empty, that means that's false, and it's not hooked into anything, and thus the workflow completes and stops. So again, this time it didn't work as intended, it created another draft, but that's only because emails are scheduled every 1 minute. If it was a week, if it was 2 hours, whatever, and person responded, then another automation would have kicked in sooner and would have responded. And after we complete all of these, so all of these AI nodes are different. They have different specifications on them. So for example, this one gives context of email which was written before, and it says to write conversational but with touch of sass. So it's already giving instructions to build it even more funnier, friendlier. Then the third email has even more context, so context from the previous 2 emails, and it says sassy and cheeky but still professional, so that's why emails get progressively funnier. And the last email, the fourth one in this sequence, but you can make it more, make it less, whatever, it has even more references, so basically previous 3 emails, and writing style fun and playful with sassy Kevin energy. So it's telling it to be even more fun, and it's becoming even more and more bold as the email sequence progresses. And if the sequence is completed and no response is gotten, then we get a Slack message that no response from whatever. So this is basically what we got here. Then we have another workflow which is active and looks for incoming emails. And as I've explained the logic below before, it gets an email, it checks if such record exists in the database, then it updates the sheet by adding a response status responded and sends a Slack message that user has responded. So this way you can forget about everything. You can, just have you or your email manager or whatever enter the details of a person, the comment, and the AI automation will take care of this on its own. Then it will work on its own, fill in the progress bar in this Google Sheet, so you can check on the progress of all your leads here. And if person responds or if person doesn't respond, you get a Slack message. So this way you just use Slack and you get an update. This automation can be custom-made for your needs, for you, whatever. You can have it have access to calendar, you can have it propose call times, you can have it, be more professional, more friendly, more funny, more of your style, different context, whatever. It doesn't matter because it's all customizable. I just wanted to tell you that if you want such automation in your business, you can schedule a call with me below and I can help you out with that. And basically let me know what you thought about this automation, and see you in the next video.